guys, what's up? I have my sister here with me today. And for those of you that have my private number, you saw when I posted something on my status when I said GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. And we're trying to understand the quality of things we take in and how we now portray those things we have taken in. Hello guys, you're welcome to the amazing episode on EWL podcast. Don't forget that this podcast is a platform for you to be expressive and a reality check. I'm your host, it is your Luchi Gloria. I will want this episode to be brief as possible, hopefully. And today I have with me my sister.
Chico the Emetezu.
How you
I'm
doing?
doing fine.
School does stress my sister life, but it's okay. It's the quality of life we are building. Okay, I titled today's topic mindset in brackets garbage in, garbage out. And Cody, when we're having this conversation, I tried to pick your brains on this particular topic when we talked about the point of socialization. And we first of all talked about the family, the environment, peer groups, and we're now mentioning things like school and church. So when you hear mindset, and we are not talking about the quality of things people bring in, take in rather, and what they now bring out as their character. So what do you have to say concerning this thing I just said? I just talked about.
Hmm. For me, I feel the creation of mindset first of all begins with your family.
Mm-hmm.
And after family, your environment,
Mm-hmm.
then school, and other factors, societal factors, and peer group, plenty other things. So it takes these factors to actually shaping the kind of mindset you end up having.
Mm-hmm.
But as you grow older, you can choose to drop some and move on with some, because obviously as you're growing there are some things that you grew up with learning that are not really reasonable, but you did not know it at that time. But growing up now, you'll be able to understand that this is not how I should think,
Mm-hmm.
this is not how I should be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should learn to do better, I should know better. And it takes you being like opening your heart and your mind to so many things like books, movies, podcasts, other things, just documentaries, just to widen your knowledge and all, so that you can know how to improve and expand. Because you cannot grow with it. Like
With just what you,
yes, what you know.
yeah,
You have to know other things to know what you need to work on, what you need to
yeah.
grow. And you need to be, I don't know, you need to be really, I don't know. There's this character I believe if you have, you can be able to work on your mindset. Always be able to have the spirit of admitting that you can be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're unable to admit the fact that you can be wrong, then it will be hard to change your mindset.
So you are saying that for the mindset to work, for this garbage in, garbage out to work, people should always
Be open minded.
open minded and they should admit to the fact that what you learn is not what you know is not always right.
Yes,
So
it's
that's why
very
I always talk about the importance of these three things when we talked about learning, unlearning, and relearning. At some point in your life, you think you've known everything. Oh, this thing I know is the perfect thing, is the perfect cycle of life. But when you come in some settings, you need to understand that that thing you've learned cannot work in that cycle of life or in that phase of life you are, and you see yourself on learning. And a period of time again, you can just come in contact with a different circle of life, and you now see that you need to relearn those things you've dropped. So we're talking about the kind of things people the kind of things people portray as human beings, and we now came to the conclusion that it is just as we illustrated, garbage in, garbage out. The quality of things you take in as a person, the quality of friends you keep as a person, the quality of books you read as a person, the quality of movies you watch as a person. What you take in at the end of the day would define your reactions to things. And that's why people react sometimes who are surprised, like, who raised you? So when we ask like who raised you, we're like asking ourselves, where have you been? What have you gone through in life for you to be portraying such mindset? And I came in contact with people where you are trying to explain things to them and they do not even understand what you are saying. You are trying to make them understand something and they are just moping at you and they are telling you what you are saying does not make sense. So why do you think it's difficult for people to like be open, like open their mind to things. When, even though saying that like this you grow up, if person they tell you something, at least show some sense of understanding. Not be say some people will be looking at you and be like, nah, this thing I do, now this thing correct, and this one I know, so it's what is right. Why you think we have come across such people, especially when it comes to relationship and business spaces?
I feel some people it could be the way they were, like the way they were shaped growing
Mm-hmm.
up, and they grew up with it, and it has become so difficult to change.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, personally, I don't like stress. Yes, I don't like stress.
Why should we laugh
If you are
now?
doing something wrong, I can play my part in telling you that this thing you are doing is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot play my part in entering your head. Can't go into your head. Because me, if I'm doing something wrong, someone tells me, it's me that will work on it. And I don't listen to what someone tells me. I don't listen when someone say I'm doing something wrong, except I've heard it from like two, three people.
Yeah,
That's when I will know you are correct.
you know
But
the
even the
thing
Bible
about.
say, at the mouth of two people,
Mm-hmm.
shall you confirm that something is the truth?
Uh-huh.
Is something that shall you confirm that something is true?
Mm-hmm.
So if like more than one person is telling you something, like two people have told you, three people have told you, it's a good sign that there's something you are not doing right. There's something you need to work on. It could be good. Someone three people can compliment you or something. It's a good thing. Three people can also say bad things about you. It's also a sign that you need to work. It's not a crime. Someone telling you something that you're doing is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a crime. It's actually love. So in my own case, my own is to tell you, and I leave it to you to change.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in my, I don't know. It's not part of my responsibility to force the change in you.
Mm-hmm.
Even God gave us choice. So who am I not to give you
Not to give
choice?
you choice.
Exactly. God gave us choice.
But
He plays
really,
good, he plays bad.
I think so. How
It's
how
left
do
for
you
you.
think people can now improve the quality of things they absorb as humans?
How can
Because
people do what?
improve the quality of things they
They absorb
absorbed.
as
You know, we're talking
humans.
about garbage in, garbage out. What you take in as a person can help you improve your mindset, health, your attitude to things. So, how do you think people should improve oral quality? Do you think parents should do more work? Do you think we should now be really particular about the school we send our siblings and our children to? Should we now be particular about the environment we should be in? We should be particular about the friends we keep. Like how do you, in general, what do you think should solve the problem of quality life?
For me personally, I think once you get to a certain age, there's nothing your parents can actually do. The
Mm,
training they can actually put in you starts from that young age. You get to a certain age, they can only talk, they can't do anything.
yeah.
They can only talk. Like me, like I said, I will only talk. I won't kill you. I won't force you. You talk. Then at some certain point in life, you'll be the one to make the personal decision to know this is the kind of people I should flow with. This
Mm-hmm.
is the kind of people I should not flow with. But parents can do the best thing by putting in discipline and integrity, because I believe once you have been able to put in discipline and integrity in a child, to be able to carry the child on for life, to know what to do, to know what not to do, to know who to associate with. Because from the family you came from, and you see yourself around an association that does not resemble the family you came from,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to know what to do. You can either withdraw yourself or change their mindset. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not always easy. And
Yeah.
for your own safety, for your own
Yeah.
mental health, change the people.
Your
They
circle.
say you can't change the people, but you can change the people. Meaning, you don't have to change people's mindset. You can just go to another set of people that have the mindset that you want.
Yeah.
So it's not hard. Life is not meant to be stressful.
Yes. Even people they talk say when we talk say life no balance.
Mm.
Life is actually balanced, not just because of sometimes we just make it difficult for ourselves. Everything has a very easy solution, like Cody said. Like you don't have to change the people, but you can change the people.
Yes, now.
It's how everybody is just trying to be diplomatic about everything. You know, I'm actually trying to be diplomatic as a person. Like I'm learning it.
You
Like
know,
the
there's
books I'm reading, the podcast I'm listening to, the video messages I listen to. People
there,
will actually tell you learn to be diplomatic.
there's this thing they say everybody know what they are doing. I not follow them all. I don't know what I'm doing. If you behave stupid, naturally you get stupidity. I don't have to stress. Like I'm not fully able to do that.
Because
Everybody
it's
know what
really
they are doing. I just
annoying.
have to. You just have to be yourself and
Yeah.
make sure you are doing the right thing. When you're not doing the right thing, that's why you have your conscience to tell
But
you.
some people conscience they work.
I know about my own. I don't know about others. I'm only know about myself.
There was this thing she said about
It's
people.
left for
People
others to
are aware
figure
of
out.
their bad behavior. I think recently something happened. So there's this woman that stays beside our compound, and recently she just developed this rude attitude. And I think I know the cause of her rude attitude, but I'm not ready to tell you, madam, now because of this thing, I make you they change your behavior. So I think a lot of times people are aware of their rude behavior. People are aware of their bad behavior. And somebody said something, Pastor Kingsley, I don't know if you know him now, Okonkwo. Right? Is it Okonkwo?
Okonkwo.
Okay, Okonkwo. When he said that we are saying we put on makeup to enhance our beauty, we put on clothes to look beautiful, to cover our body properly, to enhance our characteristics and features. So why is it difficult for us to improve on our character? Why is it difficult for us to read books, for us to go for seminars to improve our character? You will meet people and say, "This is how I am." Accept me. If you're not accept me for who I am, leave me like that. That is how I am as
To
a
be
person.
honest, I used to have that mentality of
Yes.
this is the way I am.
Yeah.
That's the way I am. But recently, I've been able to develop this mindset of that could be the way I am.
Mm-hmm.
But is it right? Is it wrong?
Is that the
What can
best
I
version
do?
of yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
What can I do to be better? Because the way you are sometimes can be wrong. Don't always be like, I don't give a fuck. Sometimes you should actually give a fuck. Yes, you should. Because you are not always right.
Exactly.
Don't always be in that phase where you be like, what who is she? What is she saying? You don't care. Like if you download an app, they usually ask you for reviews.
Yeah.
That reviews is for them to do better. It's not because they don't feel better.
Because not because they are not making the money.
Yes, that's the way it is with
Human
you yourself
beings.
as a person. People telling you something about you doesn't mean you are entirely bad. It means that there is room for growth.
Yeah.
There is room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And it's left for you to work on that. Someone will
Yeah.
not come inside your head and work that for you. It's even a blessing to yourself when you work on yourself
Yourself.
and blessing to others. Because for you to be a blessing to others, you have to be a blessing to
To
yourself.
yourself. Rich.
So that's just it.
I think the thing I want us to take out from today's episode, I promise to be brief, is there's always room for growth. And that is why people tell themselves, I'm 10 plus 10 minus nothing. It's okay to hype yourself, but always remember, like Chikodi said, there is room for growth. There's room for there's room for growth. There's room for self-development. There's room for you to make mistake and amend those mistakes. Like I always tell people I work with, repeated mistake is error. So it means you are not even in the business of improving. So when you keep making the same mistake over and over again, it means you are telling yourself saying, I use that one day for the recent years that are coming. So I like what you said when you said that people ask for reviews not because they are not doing good. They ask for reviews to improve. And I spoke to my mom yesterday concerning the quality of life. And I think that should be our motto for next year. It's all about journaling. Those things that you think are limiting your quality as a person. We're all about improving the quality. People are always about the quantity. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes as you grow in age, you grow in height, you
Yeah.
grow in wealth, you grow in everything,
Responsibilities.
you grow
Yeah.
in the whole world, you have
Yeah.
everything you need in this world, and you don't grow in your mind, those things won't last.
Yeah.
Because the rate at which you put in work to
Yeah.
grow will determine how long those things around you will
Will
grow.
determine your
Because
sustainability.
yes, and stability.
Yeah.
Because a wrong mindset can have $1 billion,
Yeah.
but because of that wrong mindset that refuses to grow, that $1 million will not grow.
Yeah.
But if you have the right mindset,
Mindset.
you can grow everything around you.
Yes.
But when you have the wrong mindset, everything around you may grow, but your wrong mindset with time will diminish it.
And that is why I speak on our motto for next year, the next work year should be I want to improve the quality of my life. Someone I respect so much on TikTok, I just met him randomly on TikTok. I don't even know his name, but I'm always like listening to him anytime I come across his videos. He said it's really an old video, but I really listen to that one. He said something about people put a lot of work, a lot of effort in their work, in their finance, in everything, in their clothing. They want to look the best. They want to scent fine. Recently, I've been investing my money on perfumes and body care, which is beautiful. But people forget to put a lot of effort in the person. that wear the clothes and the person that is supposed to look so beautiful. And somebody said that you don't have to leave one to feeling the other one. You can be beautiful and intelligent. You can be beautiful and smart. You can be beautiful and have a very lovely mindset. You can be beautiful and still taking things that are of quality. So
You
our
can be
motto,
beautiful both in mind and body.
period,
Simple.
preach. Our motto for next year is let us learn, let us put it as our new year resolution. Say we want to improve the quality of our life, because when we do that, mindset and your behavior, your attitude, things would why they laugh, would improve in general.
Speaking Fiji.
Okay, I try improve. I say it's improvement, so we need to learn different things and be
No,
good at
I
it.
don't want to improve in pidgin.
You don't want to
English. I
why
can
you
improve in English.
yes, now that is why recently like this now anything that involves reading, it helps with your quality of English. So we are yet to rep our brothers DC. I wore one last week. Last 2 weeks, I have been in a mood. I have been filled with God's words, and it has just put me in a place of repentance and reconciliation. And I'm glad that I'm past that phase. I am now in the process of like gratitude, happiness. I am prepared for the best. I tweeted that last night actually. So we are here to rep our brother's brown eyes. He sells the best jerseys. He sells the best anything sports. Just patronize him on Israel Chukwuemere on IG. So for more information, you can send me a DM or drop a comment on the comment section. Okay, guys, don't forget to stream this podcast on Anchor, Spotify, and on YouTube. I have a video dropping next week. For those of you that have been keeping up, I promised my YouTube family a video for the end of this year to summarize the work year 2024. And Cody, you'll not believe it. We have just 5 episodes left on EWL season 2. Like, God is amazing. And I'll try as much as possible to bring in, because this is like holiday period and some of my people will be around. So you'll see some people's faces by God's grace. If you don't see their faces, you will definitely see mine. We are 5 episodes down to the end of EWL season 2. And it's a point where I tend to manifest great things for the next season. We're manifesting more bigger. What are we manifesting for EWL season 3? Bigger studio
Bigger,
space.
bigger views
Yes, like we want to reach out to all the audience
and
that
a
need to listen
larger
to.
reach.
Yeah, we're manifesting more hands involved in EWL. EWL is a project that's aimed to touch
More
people.
sponsors,
Yeah, more sponsors and collaborations for EWL season 3, and
more
more what?
more eyes
More eyes,
to see
more
the video.
ears, more voices, more girls. Okay, guys, while we are on it, don't forget to follow me across all social media platforms, Olushimitizi on S Family Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook. We also have a podcast page, EWL_podcast. And my sister has, oh yeah, introduce yourself. Let's meet
I
the
don't have
world.
too much social media accounts,
Yeah,
but TikTok, picture like Teruma.
Teruma. I think I should start
And that's
introducing
all.
you as Teruma.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Like I always say, let's spread love because God is love. Love is God. Have an amazing week. Bye.